It is totally awesome fishing time again. Now then, I always say it's best if you do go with that first instinct, that first gut feeling, that hunch you have. Yeah, but the hunch I had on the first time didn't pan out too well. I don't know why, but I had a hunch. Do you know what, Graeme? Just make the decision. I did, and boy did I change. One of the best little still water sessions I've ever had in such a short space of time. I went from 0 to hero in no time flat. Well guys, I'm here at a fishery. Never been here before. I actually picked it up off a comments page. You know, on our comments on YouTube. One guy said, oh, try there, it's cheap. And you know, it's an OAP's concessionary ticket, which I get for 2 rods, £8 a day. I thought, it's an hour and a quarter's drive. It's a bit of a drive for me. It is, in fact, you know, really quite a big caravan site. And I paid the man a ticket. Looked at the main lake. Wow, there's a lot of people on it. I thought, but they're all sitting catching sort of nothing that I can see. And he's got some smaller ponds. He said, don't bother fishing one. But I've just had a brief walk where it's taken me half an hour to find these little ponds because I couldn't find them, no signs, just asking other people fishing. And it's just like people don't want to walk. The further you walk, the less people there are. So I'm thinking that'll suit me down to the ground. So I'm going to have a walk around. But look, guys, I've got all my gear in the car, I've got the trolley, I've got all the kit, but I don't think I'm going to need it. I think with these little pools, I might as well just walk around looking, see if I can spot some bubbles coming up. They're very muddy coloured. But I'm going to get cracking because it is now, oh dear, midday. I haven't even got bait in the water. Most people, they've been here since 7. So let's get going. So I've got lumbered up. I'm just going to go walking. Not sure. I got out of the place to get back to the farm where my car was. There's a bridge. I just think it takes me an arrow there telling me where to go. So there's a little pond up there, and what I did was just follow this stream down, because presumably that one that feeds the other lakes. And I walked all the way down here. There's a bit of a wear mark. Lovely woodland, lovely and quiet. We'll just stand still. Beautiful and quiet. So let's have a walk along, see what we can find. There's a little footpath going in here. Over a bridge. This is part of the filler stream, I guess. Maybe it's just a backwater of the lake, I guess. And they're very, very small mud coloured ponds. I've only briefly walked round. Just had a look. They've got fishing platforms there as well. I don't see anything roaring around on the surface. There's a brown tinge to it. It's one of those places that, you know, you can set up in one spot, catch nothing, or you can go roving. And my gut feeling is, I wonder, should I just bait a spot up and then go around looking? There's a little bit of a ripple under that tree then. There could be something there. Very, very sort of peaty colour, I'm going to call it. Very brown, but I see nothing moving. Going to be looking for bubbles. A few bubbles in front there. And bubbles there. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. It's a gamble. It doesn't appear at midday there's going to be a huge number of people. There's a huge number of people on the other lake. Let's get this gear down. I don't know what I'm doing. Where I'm going. I've got bread, lunch and meat, sweetcorn, all the complicated stuff. So I'm suggesting, the guy said, you can use floating bread, but he said you'll get ducks. Well, I don't see any ducks on this one. I dare say they'll find it. So I just scatter a bit of bread around, break a slice up, throw it all out, see if anything does come up. They might not sort of see it being all brown like this. What else we got? Pack of sweetcorn. There's still ice in this. Oh, I've got some hot dog segments. There's loads of ice in this, so it's still thawing out, but there's bubble just down there, about there. So, I've got something in this swim, and then I'm just going to walk to the other small pool. I've come past the first one. I thought I saw something move in it, but I figure I want to walk around first. Too many times I just rocked up at a new fish I'd never been to before. You don't know where the hell you're fishing, and it, you know, down comes a bailiff and tells you you're in the wrong spot, mate. So as small as it is, that's where I've just come from there. I'm tempted just to throw something in there. Now listen, you run a risk of another angler walking up and going straight in your swim. Of course you do. I just break a bit of bread up and just scatter it around. You can always come back, have a look, see if anything's taken it. I'm allowing for the wind off my back, so I throw it in close and it'll drift out that way. You never know. Carp, tench, who knows? Who knows the secret? Chuck those out. What do you think? Handful of corn? Undoubtedly I'll end up sitting down somewhere, but I think just close in here. I'll come round and then see if there's any bubbles later. As we're walking along, I've just spooked something there. So you might just see the ripples go off and there's some bubbles. So, oh yeah, there's quite a few bubbles here. Oh, in fact, there's a lot of bubbles. This might be a setup point. There are lots of bubbles around here. Look at that lot. This is where it's always worth a walk round first, people. Loads of bubbles now. Could it be made by ducks? I don't think so. I don't see any. There's not a thing moving on the surface. It's weird. It's like a sort of dead zone. Real small pool here. That is well stirred up there. Why? Why is all that coloured? I ask myself. Oh, fish. See the hump? There he goes. There he goes. It's carp. Carp about 4 or 5 pounds. Well, well, well. That's what's made that muddy area. If I keep my head cam dead still, it stops up there. And that fish was right down here. And where this sill is, that's like a little silt trap, I guess. It goes clearer, so I wonder if I might spot a fish in this one. Oh, fish there. Okay. So, is that a fish over there? I've got my polarising glasses on, but let's just take a sheen off the water. I don't know what all this looks like, a sort of tannic acid type thing. What, looks like petrol, but it's not petrol. I hope. There's a non-smoker. I won't be flicking any lighters in there. Definitely saw one there. I'd just better go and have a look before I start. Desperate to get that first rod in. Now look, load of duck doo-doo here. So it tells me possibly somebody's fished here, put the old baits a bit dropped there, bits of ground bait, bits of maggots, and the ducks will come on and they end up roosting or sitting there. Also tells me enemy for floating crust. Ducky-doo city again, and I can see a carp cruising. I'm not sure if it's a not well carp or if he's just cruising, waiting for me to introduce him to a piece of bread. I think looking at that carp, he might not be a taker. Gonna creep in. Wow, there's a mess on this one. That's a biggish carp. Oh, two. There's 2 carp. That's why I looked a biggish carp. And they're looking at the bread with total disinterest. And just any reason to go out deep? Not really, I suppose, is there? Well, straight up the tree. It does look as though, oh, little movement over there. I can't tell the difference between the leaves and my bits of bread, to be honest. something came up over that one. Well, I've walked around about 3-4 times. It's just as dead. The ducks have come out indeed to mop up the bread. I've seen 2 or 3 carp. I've tried slow sinking flake, and that has been treated with total derision. I don't see hardly any moving in now, and where I've baited up all the spots I've baited, there are now no bubbles. So I just got to fish where I know the bait is, and change from one assumes carp to whatever else is out there, if there's anything in there. Strange how it's so quiet. Conditions are good, look, it's overcast, going to be a bit of rain about. Plenty of duck doo-doo, and of course I bought no seat. So, I feel it might be lunchtime, a little bit more bait in, fish it, and it might be a total blank, because when I pulled up I thought, oh no, this has got blank written all over it. But it happens. It's just the way it is when you try new waters you've never even seen before. Well, I am sitting here on my bait box watching a motionless float and a free-lined piece of bread flake in the same swim I baited up, and I just know it's going to be a blank. I don't think I've ever seen 3 pools like this excuse me, as dead as they are. It's hard to describe it really, but possibly more with float fishermen and the ledgering, but you'd be seeing the float dink around. You know, if you were getting bites of any description, it is lock solid static. There's nothing happening, nothing on the surface. Tiny little 1-inch fish dimpling, but it's got, I can't describe it, it's like a sort of double bloom in the water. Colours, and I've never done good. There's always think, oh, there's something wrong with the water. It's putting the fish off. Not trying to make excuses, because I looked on the big lake, I did all the way round, loads of people didn't see one fish caught. But I have seen carp in here, but they are not interested. Only small ones, you know, 4 pounds-ish, 4, 5, 6 pounds. Not many, 1, 2, 3, probably haven't seen more than 5 fish, 6 fish maybe. And a 3 pound ghost up in the 3rd lake. So I've done 3 pools on a circuit, fed the ducks with the floating crust. So I'm thinking, where can I go to catch something? I don't know if to go back to the car, because my grub's there, my seat's there, hence the square box I'm on. And phone up Andy at Watmore, or send him a text to see if I can drop in. They normally have matches on a Wednesday. Hopefully the matches finish at 3 o'clock. Then I think he might shut, whatever time, early evening. So I might just squeeze 2 or 3 hours in. But listen, 2 or 3 hours in the right place, the right water, makes a huge difference. I might salvage a blank. I've just got this gut feeling. I've barely done this more than half a dozen times in my life, but fishing, and you just think, you know what, just go home, Graeme. You paid your ticket money, just go. It's not worth it. You sit here all day and the float will still be motionless next week. Right, I think I'm going to move, guys. I've done my money. That's the way it is. And that's presumably why there's no other anglers on these other small pools. Strange. I've seen carp there. I've seen a couple of, I've seen 1 rudd, a couple of little bits and bobs, and that's it. I can eat my lunch on the way home as well. Right, let's move. See, maybe the doo-doo all over here tells me no anglers fishing, and that's why the ducks come up there. No anglers fishing, no bait going in the water. Who knows? I just don't know. I wouldn't mind if I saw bubbles coming up. I'm seeing absolutely nothing. It's just you guys won't see it with Polaroids, is a dark green, a sort of lighter smoky colour in the water, which I don't like the look of. I've seen it before. And that's a sort of, it's not oil, but I think it's like a tannic thing out the leaves. It looks like sort of petrol, but it's not. Well, I don't think it is anyway. Maybe you're looking at that lot. I should have bought my my barrow. I was sitting in the car having a flask, looking at an ominously black sky. I just sent a text to Andy at Watmore, because they have a match on a Wednesday. So I'm hoping the match, 2:45, 3:45, yeah, match finishes at 3. Time to have something to eat and get over there. If I can get in there, it might be busy, might be closed, who knows what's happening, you know, who knows. Shut for match, full up with anglers,
So I'm waiting for a text to come through. Other than that, it's just blank city here. I'm not going to even set up in the other lake. I've walked around 3 times. Carp do not want to know. There's only a handful in that I can see cruising. And they don't want floating crust, they don't want sinking crust, they want sweetcorn, dried it. The other thing is, while I'm waiting for this text, if I get it, wife's got me a lovely giant Cornish pasty. Is it me that if you eat these in a car, it goes all over you? Anything with pastry, you just end up like an explosion in a bakery. Right, I might even have a rant now. This is a Cornish pasty. Or is it? Because I'm actually eating it in Surrey. I think I might be calling this a Surrey pasty. All over me. Right. I'm so much uplifted, I can't tell you. I'm going to celebrate with some more tea. Just been talking to Andy. I phoned him, I sent text. And sometimes I don't get signals, so I thought I'd just try phoning him. He's got no match on. He hasn't had the matches for a while, so it could be rested a little bit. But he said should get roach on a single grain of sweet corn, you know, fairly close in. So I'm going to have this. I'm going to attack my Surrey pasty, and then you guys will hopefully join me at Watmore, and I'm going to squeeze in maybe 3 hours fishing if I'm lucky. Cheers. Right, boys, I'm back in my home county of Hampshire. At Watmore, you can see Watmore, there's loads of anglers here, but it's a big, deep water. And I'm just banking, got some lovely stations that Andy's built, 3 new stations. A little bit of bread I had here, a little bit of sweet corn. I've dropped some down the margins, and I've thrown some just out here. I'm going to float fish close in because the wind's blowing left to right, and it's probably going to drag my float. So I'm hopeful of catching anything if I can. Well, I'm okay for sweet corn. I just don't want to. I'm sort of tempted just to keep it there. Closer to this, I call this stuff spear blade. I don't know what the real term is. See, the roach here can polish this stuff off this about as quick as you can get in there. Oh, there's a fish over there. Right, I'm going to leave that here. Now, what can we do? I can put. I'm just tucked off the wind here. I might actually start at that depth. I know that's too much. We'll just see if I can get a bite or two first. So I'm going to float fish there. Quite a bit of wind coming off my left. I've got this bit of shelter. That's why I come right up tight, and I'm sitting absolutely on the water's edge here. Might want another shot. One tip is, guys, when you're float fishing like this, is to allow for the weight of the bait. Let me just pinch this shot on a bit tighter. You want to allow for the weight of the bait, because that's going to make the float sink even more. Now, I could call this a suicide rod. No bite indicator. I'm just going to watch the bow and the line in between, glancing across from the float. Roach are going to be my priority. I just pinched a piece of bread flake on there. Might want a shot on that actually, Graeme. Let's try it without it. It's sinking, it's sinking. Now I did drop my ground bait down there. Yeah, that's sinking. Just going to leave it resting there. So there you are, just a single grain of corn on a 16. Just going to flick it out. Underhand like that. Best thing I'm going to do is hold the rod. So the float's this far out, but as that shot goes down, it sinks, and then as the weight of the corn goes down, that pulls the float down as well. I had a bite, and they're obviously taking on the drop. So a lot of that corn that I've thrown in will have gone. Going to be using a BB shot here. going to cut this down to half a grain of sweet corn there, boys. You don't often do that because you normally catch on a single grain, but let's just get one fish out of this first. Oh, there you go. There you go, people. Save the blank. Nice roach. That was a piece of sweet corn. Look, it's a nice fish. Now, that definitely paid me to move, so what I'm doing is this. I'm hooking a sweet corn on first, and then just scissoring it down like that. I'm basically just cutting it in half. Gonna rest it there, gonna throw a few more out there. Nearly everything I can throw in for sure. Here we go, I feel it. I can feel a bite coming, people. Missed him. Sinking. I feel like I want one of those shot to be further down to take it down. Generally the bigger roach are going to be down near the bottom. I'm not even sure I'm getting near the bottom with this. I think the small fish are knocking it up, well up in the water, because the float's not settling quick enough. Something satisfying about float fishing. See, I'm striking even with the small bit and not getting the bite. So I'm striking, but that looks interesting. This rod might disappear in a minute. Right, another swinger, guys. That's a whole grain of sweet corn. Nice roach, nice roach. That was a smart money move, because at least I'm getting some bites and some fish. A bit longer with a whole grain of sweet corn on there. Pretty sure as soon as the corn is going in loose, as it were, you know, like this, pretty sure they're eating all this, so there will be a lot of roach in there. With bread, I don't like to leave it too long out of sight when I can't see it. The small fish will nibble it away. So I'm going to put a few grains of corn on, which I know they'll have trouble getting off, and I can sort of ignore this rod a bit longer, if that makes sense. There we go. Right. On again, boys. It's got a bit heavy. I'm just holding the fish there because, oh no, there he is. I thought maybe a big perch had got all of it. It's a roach. Might even be a rudd, actually. There we go. Yeah, bigger one. See how big he is by the size of the palm of my hand. He's over hand size. Wow, I thought that was I thought it was a perch that was eating a smaller roach at one stage. There we go, it's good fish. Well, I've seen fish close in down here, guys. I'm going to lower the float just down there. It's pretty well where I baited out. For some reason the float's not. Where's the float not? Oh, it's cocking there now. Just off the edge there. I'm not happy with that float. For some reason it's not. Let's try it out there. Now I've got a tiny little pinch of bread on there, and I did really well recently with this. So I think we'll give it a little go. Let's put the bread this side. show you how to put it on. Look, keep it on your leg like this. Just that, a tiny piece, and I just fold it around, and I just pinch it flat around the eye of the hook. It's a one cast wonder when it goes down. Sinking down. It's not like sweetcorn that you can afford to leave. Now I've gone out deep. I think I've got too much shot on there. I do hate shotting floats. I'm on with the big bunch of corn, guys. Let's put the float rod out of the way. I thought, what's that shaking noise I can sort of hear? And it was the trolley starting to move towards the water. Not big fish, but boy, am I glad I came here. Perhaps he is bigger. I thought he was about 3 pounds. I think he's bigger than that. Oh, he was. He's come off. Happy days. I think I've got everything back. Yep. Just pinged off. So a bunch of sweetcorn was accepted. Just try and bounce it between a bit of flake on the inside and corn out there. Ah, that's better. Float's shotted now. Wow, had a bite straight away. Maybe this roach in there. Right in tight as well. So the weeniest pinch, edges, the weeniest pinch. Pinch it flat on the hook. Just lower it down. I put an extra number 8 shot on that and it still hasn't pulled the float down properly. I think there's fish right in close there. I mean really, really close. Well, in fact I know they are. See, my float is almost under the stagey. I think I'm going to bring that corn in, peeps. Just hold on a second. I've had the roach. Let's see if I can salvage one good fish out of the day. Right, no question, guys. Look, cutting down a piece of sweetcorn is doing it. Look, see it right there. Just cutting it down. So, plenty of roach. And this right hand rod's about to take off. I just can see that there's fish moving around on the inside line. I baited up right on the, just over the edge there. Don't be afraid to just bump that float once or twice. Oh, that's not a big roach, is it? Eh? That's not a big roach. It's a carp on light hook, light link. Oh dear. Took it on the drop. Oh dear. Oh dear, dear, dear. Oh, he's cranking me big time. Look at that. Not a chance, guys. Not a chance. Might get a chance if he turns. Oh, he's gone in the middle, that's one good thing. He's got out in the middle. I can't honestly remember what hook length I had on there. Probably only 3 pounds. I've got no choice but to take it steady with this fish. And I'm using an old glass rod, so it should be fairly soft and forgiving. Oh, that's a kick and a head shake. Just have one good fish out of the day, if we can. Well, you can see that tiny, tiny piece of corn, tiny grain. I caught the roach on it. I just threw it straight out and got nailed by a carp on the way down. I'm getting stripped out again. Oh my word. Guys, oh, now I'm going to lose this one. I'd say he's a long way off. Oh, you can stand up, he's a long way off. He's just spooling me. Okay, I'm going to click the cam off, guys. It's going to be a while on this one. I don't know whether you guys are going to see underneath that staging, but there's a big grey shape just went past it. He's there now. Oh my word, that's nearly... I've got to chuck a bit more bread in that fish. That is big time doubles. That is a big time double figure fish. Mind you, you've got to catch this one first. I'm trying to keep the rod almost under the water. I remember, I think it was Mel Story, famous barbel angler, used to play fish like this. It turns them over, it helps turn them over, keeping the rod low. So we'll try it and see if it makes any difference. The answer to that was pretty well no. Guys, I've just seen the swirl off this fish. It's a good fish, I'd say. What I call it, a double swirl. I'm going to have to play this one sort of matchman style. That's a big swirl. Right, there he is, folks. Hopefully we can get him in the net in one go. Yeah, he's in. He's in. Well, there we go. That's a bonus. 14, 15. Now you go about 12, I should say. You might go about 12 pounds. Give me a bit of fun on that light rod, though. So a little piece of sweetcorn catching roach and then you wallop. That's the way it goes.
I recognise your face, you're totally awesome there, yeah?
Well, you can tell my wife that then.
If you reckon you're totally awesome.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
As you're going down the road.
Yeah. Still getting roach, people. All swingers, all swingers. There we go. No problem with the roach. They like that cut down sweetcorn. There. Lovely looking fish. Yeah. What's in here we got? Oh, quite filling out. We both had a take at the same time. The carp down here's had a take, and I've had some crisps. Wow. Let's see what we get out of this one. A bit more of an even kill fight this time, guys. It's on the Avon rod and £6 straight through. So hopefully we won't be all week catching this, but boy am I glad I went from another fishery to this fishery. That was a major good smart money move, is a saying, isn't it? Roach and carp. I think I'd have just sat motionless at other place like a garden gnome watching a float. That's sort of every non-fisherman's view of a fisherman, isn't it? Sitting in the rain on a canal, staring at a float catching nothing. This can't be a bad old fish. I've got the I got the power on it, leaning back. I'm in a fighting chair, guys. I'm in the green fighting chair. Just left that rod laying there and off it went. No float, no buzzer, no nothing. A hook, 1 BB shot. Yes, we haven't got the fish yet, but we're hooked up. It's not going to be a 3 or 4 pounder. I'm going to bring it off, guys, and get low on battery. Wow, boys, this does not look a bad fish. I'm going to try and keep him out in the middle here. That one's about 12. This is going to be about 10 as well, I think. Looks like a mirror this time. What a good job I changed fisheries. That's that swirl I talk about, always tells you it's normally a good fish. And they go so well in here. Oh, this is a lump. This is one of those short fat ones, guys. A short fat funny one. That one is, oh, that is a bizarre fish, but I'll tell you what, people, I'm going to call this one Humpty Dumpty. Humpty Dumpty is going to kick double figures, I'm sure. Just on the outside, look, hook fell out as it does with barbless. I think he's going to go. Well, people, how that day's changed round. 3 o'clock in the afternoon, by 5:15, I've had 2 double figure carp and a load of roach just by changing. Trying to get through my crisps and the rod went off. I suppose I could eat some sweetcorn, getting hungry. Wife's doing a curry, chicken curry tonight, looking forward to that, and a beer to celebrate the fact that I've actually caught some fish. Just so pleased. Always, guys, if you've got sort of a hunch, a gut feeling, that is, in all walks of life, that's generally the one to go with. So, time's creeping on. I'm going to chuck a bait in here, bait in there, and I've hooked one on the float and a tiny grain of sweetcorn and one on flake on the bottom. Just tells you they're on the bite and I'm in the right place. I've actually heard them crashing around underneath this staging. I don't know whether they're actually going to eat the wood, the staging. One day an angler will be fishing here and all the bait he spills through the cracks, the carp will be chewing around and crash it all down. They go sliding in the water. That'd be funny. Well, as long as it's not me. Assuming the position, guys, I'm on again. I haven't even chanced to get the roach rod out here. I would just say the fish looks about, from what I've seen, about 8 pounds. Another good fish. Wow, he's got some pressure on. It's just holding that rod totally buckled over. Come on. Wow, that's a nice fish. That's a double. That guy. It's nice. Oh, I've got the camera in my mouth. Dear, dear, dear. Lovely common. It's going to go mad and about 10 pounds. Thirteen one, boys. That's 2 13s and a 12. Wowee. Here we go. Lovely jubbly. What a trip it's turning into. Thing is, I still haven't eaten those Doritos. Excuse me while I get the net, boys. There's another quite a fatty. It's getting silly. Oh, this is another double. I'm telling you, people. It is a chunk. My word, this is a biggie. For here on an Avon rod, folks, that one's got to be awfully close to about 15 pounds, I reckon. Let's check him out. Awfully close. Yeah, 16, 14. People, I've just got cleaned up from that last fish. 16, whatever it was, 14. And he beat me to death leaping around on the mat. I've come back I've thrown another handful of corn and mush in, and I'm telling you, I find it hard to believe. Down here is freaking black with double figure carp. I assure you, and if I can get one hooked up like this, I'm virtually off the... I can't tell you how many's carp down there. Some of them are big ones. I don't know whether they're on the corn or they're on the bread or what they're on. There's a couple of good fish in there. They come in and then they go out again. I'm pushed right back in this bush so they can hopefully not see... Oh, look at that one. He's so close. So close. I'm trying to just get the bait. Oh, shit. Had the bait, he had it. Just in there, close in. Wackadoo. Shot slid down. I'd love to nail one on the camera for you. I'm in the bush now. I'm right leaning backwards in the bush. They've just gone back out again. I feel sure they'll come back in. They're right on it. There's one down there. He comes. Got him, got him, got him, got him. Oh, this is a big fish. That was some blasting run, wasn't it? People ask me why I like margin fishing. You can keep all that long distance stuff. I could catch like that, but it's not the same fun as it as a run like that. This is a good fish too. This is a good fish. Wouldn't surprise me if there's others down there chewing on that staging. I'm going to click off and get back to you when I've got him in a bit further. Wow, that's a big common. That's a good big common if I can get him. Would it be 5 doubles in a row? And this is a big common. This is in the upper doubles, guys. He's coming in way easy. Why say that, Graeme? Why say it? That's incredibly stupid. Such bad luck. Now look what you've done. Put the net down, start all over again. Here he comes. Trying to keep his head towards me. The rod's maxed out now. Absolutely whacked over. Come on, come up. He's not having it, ladies. He is not having it. Oh, no more, no more, no more. Don't ever do it. Don't pop the line. Oh no, he's going. No, I've got to lose it. Got to lose a bit of line. There he is. Feels like it might ping off. It's got that sort of pinging feel of the fight, twangy, pingy feel. I don't know what Andy feeds them on in there, but they just do absolutely scrap. They certainly pull your string. Oh. I can't even turn him over. Oh, there's the turn. There's the turn. I felt it twang. This is a double. I know it's a double. By that swirl. What we used to call pike fishing, we used to call it the double swirl. Oh, he's wrapped. He's got a bit wrapped. That's never good. Never good. Never. Ooh, like a crocodile. He's got it wrapped around his fins in the middle, I think. That's making it very hard for me. Oh, now he's head straight in. This is going to just about go in the net. He's out. I've got to get him up fast. Oh man, that's a big fish. That's a big one. That ain't a million miles away from 20 people, I'm telling you. Hooks out. Sometimes you get the hooks out, put your thumb in the bend. Got a bit of a mark on him down the bottom there. I reckon this is the other side of 18. I may be wrong. Oh, what? 19. 19, go on, he's not having it. Tell me, guys, what would you settle for? 19, 6, 5, 7, 8, 9, 8, 19, 7. What? 19, 7. 19, 7, boys. What a cracker. Do you know, boys, this is the biggest one I think I've caught out of Watmore. I've never had a 20 here. So let's get this one back. Hopefully he grows. Eat some more of that sweet corn. Next time I see him, be over 20 pounds. Oh, I'm getting freaking exhausted now. I'm running out. Look at that one. 19.7. Oh my God. I'm absolutely green crackered. How can a fishing day turn from absolutely nothing that other fishery to 5 doubles to 19.7 and some roach? It's sort of beyond me. One of the best hunches I think I've ever had. And another thing, look out on eBay, there might be Mike's bivvy out. Why would you want to fish all night? I've just caught 5 doubles to need £20 in the margins. Why do you want to stay out all night? I don't think I will anymore. That's why if you get me in here. Ooh, cake. I caught rainbow trout on cake once. I'll get this in about 4 bites because I'm waiting for the fish to come back down there. I'll tell you what we do. We'll see if there's any roach come back a bit in the roach side. With our cut down pieces of sweet corn, that little tip I give you. Guys fish the pellet waggler here a lot. So when they catapult the waggler out, they follow it out with regular catapultfuls of pellets. And if they're a slow sinker, going down slowly, the seagulls will start coming for it. So here we go. On goes my grain of corn. And the epic battle I had with that one on the match rod, wow. Going to trim it down. I wonder if anybody's trimmed down sweet corn. Somebody will do an article in one of the magazines, one of the superheroes, or, oh, cut down your sweet corn for roach. Wonder where oh, look. What? Anglers and danglers, eh? This might be the biggest roach of the sesh for me. Let's check this one out. There you are. Read it in an angling periodical. Cut down your sweet corn for roach fishing. My own invention. Yeah, I can see I'm saying it all now. I see watch the films, pinch the ideas and put it in a magazine article. I suppose I'd do the same if I was them. I've written for 42 magazines and that, so I suppose over the years I would have done it. There we go. Out goes some cut down sweet corn. Not. This is the one that's cut down. Now last time I did this, I followed up with an epic battle with a carp. Don't get me wrong, I'm at the right time of day. What was pretty local to me is about 25 minutes, not even that, 20 minutes. And I know when they finish matches here, at the moment they haven't got matches on, when they finish matches, people chuck bits of bait in right there. They don't chuck it out there, do they? They bang out their bait tins down the margin. So any time after 4 o'clock, say the match finishes at 3, I think the fish know. Well, I know they know. I know because that's why I fish down close. So I mess around like this for roach. He's had my corn off. I'll mess around for roach and then I'll wait till something comes in close. And it won't take long. Five doubles. Where are we? Even I'm impressed with that. Cut down the corn. Snip. Let's see what we get. Tangle. And out. Small fish got it. Slow sinking. float's not settling till about now, and I missed him. Now I'm going to leave it closer in. Let's see those ripples just there. That tells me there's a carp digging around underneath that. And the float's just drifted out here, not quite so good. You can pick the odd fish up like that, but obviously I've been baiting there, so that it's logical to put your float right in amongst the bait like that. Yeah, there's ripples there. Something's out there, or under there, with a shovel digging out the platform under I'm sitting on. Bit of done without the moorhens. Because they're making me miss bites. One more. It's just... oh, I missed him. I think I'm going to go back down here, guys. Look, I see ripples coming up. I know there's something digging around. Go with your gut instinct. My gut instinct is saying, rig up and try close in the margins. Here we go, here we go. As seen on the Totally Awesome Fishing Show. Here's my shot, look. 6 inches. Sinks it just on the bottom. Sinking, sinking, sinking. And look, I'm holding the line across my fingers. Oh no, look at this. As I said, as seen on the Totally Awesome Fishing Show. Felt that, it hit the bottom and I felt the take across my fingers. People don't do touch ledgering like they used to years ago. Does it work? You tell me. If you want all the fancy bite indication, that's fine. I've got a hook and my finger. I've still got a bit of fishy skin left there that I can feel sensitive takes on. I'm going to put this at another double by that swirl. Honestly, I really am. Somewhere 10s to 11s, that sort of size. I'm just going to click off because I'm running out of battery. Wow, do they go? I'll tell you what, it's a lot less effort just to go roach fishing with cutback sweetcorn. Wow, this guy's giving me some trouble. Here he comes. He's in, small one. When I say small, I don't want to make that a disparaging remark, because a lot of people would like to catch one of those. And that is about 6-ish. About 6 pounds. Back he goes. Shot's just towing the bed down the bottom. He took it and blew it out. That one didn't. Holy, I burned my fingers. Oh, what? What have I hooked? The marlin? He stopped. I don't know who was more surprised then, him or me. What more fishery? Close range fishing, to be honest, is the ultimate place I've known. This feels so good. I've got to sit down for this one. Oh, that's better. Way out there he is, way out. I'm going to switch off for a minute, guys, till I get him close. Mirror carp. I'm not even going to say what weight. I'm not even going to say. Oh, you guys judge for yourself if we get it in. He ain't ain't done yet. He came in really smooth then. And he went out. Put the net down, Graeme. Wowie. Boys, I've got a lot of drag on this fish. And he's pretty well doing what he wants. Come on. Here he comes. Here he comes. Keep his head. Net. Where'd I put the net? Smith. Smith. Oh, my wrist is aching now. Might have a chance now. Might have a chance. He knows the net's here, I feel sure. Oh, he's gone out. Damn it. God damn it, boy. He's in. That could be number 6. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's 6 doubles. I know that without even weighing it. Look at that. That's just, honestly, I'm pretty sure I've not had a session at Watmore like this. Over we go. Yeah, look at that one. A big fat mirror. I'm going to put him around the 13s, 12s. Stop, stop. Even bigger. 14, 1. No, I've missed him. I've missed him. What they do is they come in a bunch and then they go out in a bunch. Come in, have a feed, dig around. Go, got him. Oh dear, 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 dear. I've got a bit of a theory about this. I'm wondering if they're actually attracted to these stagings. I'll come back in a little while, guys, hopefully with a fish. Get the net, Graeme, it's a shot. It's a common. Oh, I had a chance there and I got the net tangled up. That's my fault, totally. Well, I think he's in. Number 7. Look at the size of these fish. What is going on at Watmore? Not the world's greatest mouth, I must admit. He's going to go 11, I reckon. Might go 12. Oh, no, he's 12. Oh, he's more. Holy Christ. 14.9. This is getting absolutely bizarre. 14.9. That is ridiculous. My wife has been on the phone, I'm in trouble. She's done this curry and it's supposed to be having at 6:30 and it is it's trouble, isn't it? I could tell her the traffic's bad on the way home, but she knows exactly where I'm fishing. I just want one more. I don't think I've had 7 doubles in a row. I've certainly never had a 20-pounder out of Watmore, but I've never had 7 doubles in a little short session. So that one more fish, eh? What do you think? Look at it, it's a lovely little ripple going across, clouds there, slightly muggy. I feel they're going to come back in here. Right, I've lost sight of it. I'm on my touch ledger in. Oh, they're spooky. No, they're not. Yes, they are. I missed that one. Go down goes my bait. It's right in amongst about, I can't tell you how many carp are down there. It's just Sillyville. You can actually see the swirls on the surface, I'm hoping. Where's my bait? There, bait's going down, 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 down. Oh, you've spooked off. That one looked at it and spooked. Had a pick up then, he spat it out. That one didn't. I don't think it's a double, this one. I should complain. That one pinged off, people. I can't complain. We all have to lose some. Let's just soak that over there. There is no small amount of carp under there. I think I'm going to lean right back. Oh, Jesus. Got him, boys. Another common. I don't know, he's going to go. He might just shade 10. Yeah, he's a double if he ever keeps still. 11-6. 11-6. Wow, some fish in here. 11-6. How many's that? 8 doubles? 11-6. Leaning right back, look, right in the bushes. My shot's on the bottom, my bait's on the bottom. Can't quite see it, just give it a tweak. I spooked that one, I tweaked the line and made a mistake there. Is he coming back? You need competition, you need 2 or 3 fish in there. Yeah, bumping it with their nose again, spooky now. Now they're digging on the bottom. Now touch ledger in here. So if I feel a slightest take, slightest bump, I should be able to nail a fish for you on camera. Wow, there was, oh, he blew it out. Just for a bump and just saw the swirl. They're going to get picky, aren't they? The rod's actually touching the staging. Oh, they're coming up the inside now. Oh, got him. This is the last fish. Oh no, something bizarre is happening with the reel. I can't get out of the bush. I'm trapped in the bush. I can't lever myself out. Oh Christ, that went in a nasty spot there. Whoopsie. And he punctured the old boy then. Oh dear, he's walking bow-legged. This will be the last one before I go to A&E. They say, what were you doing in that bush, sir? Here he comes, here he comes. Man, I'm so in trouble. I think it's another double, people. I'm not being blasé, I'm not like that, you know me, but I think it really is. It's just ridiculous. Even I can't say I want another one all the time. That's got to be over 10 by the boilets kicking up there. Here he comes. Just can we turn his head. No, he's not ready. He's not ready. Oh no, put it down, Graeme. Oh, my wrists are giving out too. Oh, come on, babe, come on. You don't have to fight so hard. My wrist. I'm going to have such trouble tomorrow. Here's my shot. He's in. Good Lord alive. He's only, I haven't got the strength to lift him. Oh. Well, I'm now on 8 doubles. Man alive. Never had it like this, never had it like this. He is indeed 14, 11 to 13, 12. Call it 14, 11. It's just ridiculous. I could go home. 8 double figures in 3 hours. That is. I'm surprised I'm not bringing this up with another 3 carp in it, to be honest. That's enough for me. I'm knackered. That's over 100 pounds of carp in 3 hours. Whew.
I can't even add all those weights up. 14s, 19s, 15s, 16s. That was unbelievable fishing. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I certainly enjoyed it. Just go with your gut feeling, with the hunch you have. Very often it will pay off. I just knew that first place was not right. I know I've been doing it a long time, and possibly somebody might say it's a great fishing spot, Graeme. I don't think it was on that day. I just watched people like, God knows, catching nothing. I like to see action, I like to see something going on. Anyway, we'll see what's going on next week, because there will be another fish field film, or maybe something in the workshop. I'm trying to keep you guys entertained through the cold winter in the UK. See you next time.